Hello YouTube, I am back and it has been a while. Here I am with PB's Punishers and a new little logo that I've been playing around with. Looks pretty sweet. So let's get into it, and this is a war recap where we took on a training clan for Reddit Hounds, TBG or the Buckeye Grove. And as you can see, we came away with the loss, which the score doesn't really show how close it was. I think we really pushed each other well, so huge shout out to the Buckeye Grove, TBG, for what you've done, and hopefully, especially with some of you guys moving in and out up to Reddit Hounds in the CWL, good luck with that, and to the Reddit Hounds for the rest of the season. So 65 to 68, you can see the total destruction was pretty good on both sides, but yeah, we just had a few things didn't go our way. And we were pretty well outmatched with the breakdown, but I don't want that to take away from what TBG did. Both clans had some amazing hits, and right throughout, even both clans had some struggles. So let's have a quick look at the map. So as you can see, we sort of failed to get the 2 stars up the top, which really cost us in the end, and we had some dip fails on those Town Hall 10s, which really did cost us the war. But same on the other side, so I mean they did what they had to do, so credit to them. So I'm going to have a quick look at the war details, and we're going to look at our team here on defenses, and let's just have a look. Adamant Tyrant, 3 out of 4 defenses won. I mean that's huge, and still only came away with that 1 star. Looking down, 2 out of 3 won for lose, and this is where I think the huge part was. Jenny's Mini, 3 defenses, so 3 hits to get that 100%. Trap Blake and Trap Amy, 6 attacks at Town Hall 9, soaked up by those bases. So just incredible work. Obviously a lot of good work put in down the bottom there, just setting them up for a lot of scouts and a lot of progress in there. But we are going to have a quick look at some attacks down here. As you can see, Diesel, that is my mini account, a sort of reasonably new Town Hall 9, came away with a 6-pack, including a fresh triple. So what we're going to do is we're going to work our way up the ranks here, and we're going to finish actually with one of TBG's attacks, an 11v11 triple. I talked with the guys, and we're going to be changing that base anyway, but we thought credit where credit's due, and we really want to show an amazing dragon hit at Town Hall 11. So we're going to start with the fresh triple here on Diesel, and let's show replay 1. So as you can see on this base, it is a reasonably fresh Town Hall 9 also. So pretty, actually pretty even heroes with my own. So when minions starting out that funnel there, a couple of wizards behind, a golem and 2 giants. I wanted to have some cheap tanking in there because I was needing a little more space to have those balloons and dragons in. So as you can see, I'm developing that funnel here. You're going to see a jump come down, and the king bowlers are coming in with the queen while there's still a little bit of meat in the middle of that sandwich. Poisons go down for the CC, and a rage and a heal to keep that kill squad alive. So we want them to jump in. A few things did piece out to the side, but that's okay. It will work out in the end. So idea was to get these bowlers in here to do the work and take out any of these air targeting defenses in the core, particularly just the ADs themselves. So once we got maximum value out of that, we were about ready. And you see I missed the queen ability here, but flight's begun up the top with 6 dragons coming in. We have 4 balloons and a rage left. So as those dragons start to push their way in, and we know they're going to target into that archer tower, and then progress to that core, we want to drop the rage with those balloons. But I've noticed that the fix that Supercell did with those balloons, where they retarget nice and quick, doesn't quite happen anymore. They got rid of that pretty quickly. But that's okay, you got to factor that in. So what we see here is a lot of things getting picked off. Good balloon split, and they're tanking for the dragons at the first instance. And here you're going to see a swap. This dragon's going to come down in range of the Tesla once that first balloon drops, and then that balloon is going to move up to take out that Tesla. So hero balloon here, 3 dragons, not a lot of health on them. One doubles back, which is good, and then this hero balloon soaks up a seeking air mine and an air bomb. And then the 3 dragons rejoin, but you can see here one dragon has all the health left, and he is going to be an absolute MVP coming in clutch to soak up that wizard tower's damage. 3 dragons here to clean it up, and there it is. That's the fresh triple from Diesel on Death Dealer's base. Alright, so we're going to go back out of here, and we are going to scan our way down to the cleanup from Diesel. I kind of favor these mainly because I know exactly what I was planning here, but the plan was here to get a bit of funnel with those baby drags, and they offer a little bit of tank as well. So they're going to move their way down, obviously keeping a bit of meat through that core so I can target that queen and draw that CC effectively and quickly. So we are coming in with the Gobo Lalo. Acronyms and funny sounds. Golem didn't path where I thought. I didn't really notice that mortar, and it kind of threw me a bit. So we dropped the king and the bowlers a little earlier than I would have originally liked. Jump goes down. Queen comes in as well. And luckily that baby drag comes in and takes out the enemy queen like an absolute hero. Poisons are down for that CC. Valk didn't target where I'd hoped. It happens. But she's going to run in there, and bowlers are still going well. They've taken her out, and we have taken out all but one of the air defenses here. So here comes in the 2 lava hounds, and the air sweeper is facing the opposite direction, so we are looking good. And we can see a heal come down over this Tesla farm, which we knew was there, and semi-surgical balloons. I'm still not quite down with that just yet. But they're all going to start to converge and then move off in one nice run here. So here we go through that rage quickly to the other side of the base. And you see this hound is going to come in front of the balloons here and soak up a seeking air mine. Boom! And there goes the pop. So those pups are there for cleanup, which is looking good. So queen's still up from the attacking queen, and she's just putting in work, cleaning things up here. So wizard coming in from 6 o'clock and from 3 o'clock, helping with that cleanup, and those pups obviously plenty going on there. So we are going to 4 times this, and it's nothing but cleanup here at the moment. So huge 6-pack, really was needed down the bottom to give us a bit of room. TBG had a lot of Town Hall 9s, they had 9s right down the bottom, so even fresh 9s, we had a lot of work to do. So that was really cool. And we're going to move up to Jenny's Mini, because everyone knows Jenny from Red Elite, and she is pretty fantastic. So what we're going to see here is another dragon attack. So quick early jump, king and queen come down, some funneling troops either side, trying to bully their way through the middle there with that single tank. And the goal here is to take out obviously the 2 air defenses up the top, and CC is not going to be a problem in this case because we're looking at a dragon attack. The CC is in theory more likely to get dealt with those dragons, but it has been pulled, and not too worried here. Poison's down, pretty standard CC in these clan castles at the moment with the Witch, Valk, and Baby Drag. Nothing much to worry about when you've got a max level queen there putting in work. So that max level queen is just wrecking face. Unfortunately, she's taken her time getting rid of that sweeper, which is holding up the dragons a wee bit. Cleanup's already started at the 3, and we're going to be raging some balloons down that side into that Tesla farm and just keeping everything tracking along that side. So queen is down, and unfortunately there are 2 Teslas up top. So that is going to be something she's going to have to wrap right the way back around to. So it's a bit of a horseshoe of an attack in the way that she paths, but that's okay. Plenty of tanks there. Unfortunately, the balloons have gone on their own. But she's still got a rage in the bag and a baby drag, which is going to come down to help keep everything moving in the right direction. So here comes that baby drag just to help there. We'll 2 times this because pretty much there's one thin channel right up the middle. So Jenny's used that rage to get through those high hit point buildings. Bit of a dragon split here to take out that Expo while the rest move up to that the 2 Teslas for the finish. So awesome 9v9 triple. Jenny getting it done for the Punishers. So we have a lot of attacks to get through here today, and I don't want to take too much time, but you just can't look over some of these attacks. Oh, I picked it right. So Firemanny coming in here with a triple on Lil Ralph 21. So let's pop into this replay here. And he's coming in with the Witches, which is a huge strategy at Town Hall 9, given the right base. So a lot of people sitting there saying this is an OP strategy, but if you pick your base wrong, you're just going to get roasted. So it's all about base identification and setting that funnel right for what you want to be doing. So Manny's come in here, put a wizard and an archer at the corners because there were corner huts and buildings that he could get cheaply. So that funnel has started, and while there's still a little bit of meat in that funnel, you're going to see some troops come down. So here's the golem. Another wizard just to help keep that funneling going on the right hand, well, top side. So here goes the jump, king, queen, and you're going to see once that funnel's properly set, wants to take out the queen here. So king is actually tanking this, hoping that the rest of the troops are going to do the work. King ability is hit, queen is down, and all the troops now redirect to that core, which is what he wanted all along. So here comes the CC. You're going to see poison come down for the CC in a minute. It's a little bit late on it, but that's okay. And the witches have started on both sides. Now that the bulk of the targeting of the defenses that would target them are down to just single point defenses, those skeletons are going to take enough of that tanking for the witches so they can just keep moving their way around. So still got the queen and the bowlers in the core. You can see that Tesla farm threatening to do some damage on the tail end, but queen's going to step up here, take up that expo, and she's just going to finish cleaning things out of the core here. Witches are going to keep working their way around. 2 times this as they come through. Queen's just putting in work. So she's going to wallbang for a wee bit here, but her job is to finish up the interior of this base while everything else starts to make its way around. So witches and skellies just doing everything they need on the outside. Queen basically just picking walls at this point, which is her favorite target, we all know. Healers have switched just to get her back up so he can use her on that next attack. Good job, healers. So all 4 times that while those skellies get in and take out that last building for the 100%. So that does it for the triples that I'm going to show you from the Punishers side. So we ranged there from a baby 9 right the way up to a developed 9 and some pretty much max Town Hall 9s there. And a variety of attacks. So we know dragons are still usable. We know that you can do a whole lot of different work with that Gobo Lalo. So Lalo is still usable. And obviously witches are usable. So now what we want to do is we're going to move up to an 11v11 triple. If we move up here, don't worry, I cleared it with Big Boss. We're okay. So Muffin Top's coming in with an 11v11 triple. Huge work. Obviously you can see the attacks. We struggled a wee bit in this war. But here we go. So the man is coming in with a max Town Hall 11. Coming in. And there goes the heroes. I'm getting a phone call. What are the odds? And so here we go. Queen working her way through. So taking time developing that funnel. Doesn't want to activate that Eagle Artillery too early. So Golem is currently tanking. So he's taking out as many of these air defenses as possible, as cheaply as possible. So here we go. And there she goes. Perfect. So she's going to keep working her way around. We're going to see the king. Bowlers. The bowlers on the outside with that funnel were incredible. And still picking up value here. So we're going to see the dragons come in very shortly with some loons to help target in on those defenses directly. Queen is wrapping around here while the king tanks, and she's taking out the 3rd of 4 air defenses. So he is only going up against 1, direct targeting with the balloons, and dragons coming in to overtake as best they can. Warden comes in with, and using that ability just to nullify that eagle artillery. So a lot of rage pushing through just to get high value and push into those infernos, the CC, and the eagle artillery, which is about ready to go down. So grounded expos didn't help in this, and it was a great base ID by Muffin Tops, who saw that and took advantage of it with a solid air attack. So you can see he's still got about 15 dragons and 35 balloons up here as he works through the base. Warden keeping everything healthy and just putting in work. So here we go. Had plenty of time here too. Wasn't really looking in danger of failing at this point, and everything just cleaning up. I'm pretty sure he has more troops than when he started at this point. Incredible work, and obviously being the sportsman that he is, still has that freeze left and accidentally fat fingers it and drops it in the middle of the base. It happens to the best of us, but fantastic work by the Muffin Tops from TBG, the Buckeye Grove. So again, we did come away with a loss in Punishers, but that being said, it was a great war, and we would be more than happy to take on TBG again in an arranged war. I think it really brought out some great stuff from a lot of our guys who stepped up. And yeah, we all hit the struggle bus at some point, but it was an awesome war. So huge shout out to TBG and to Reddit Hounds. Good luck in CWL. And yeah, hopefully this video's shown you some things that you can do, and that some strategies are still more than viable, depending on your level of Town Hall and how developed you are. So yeah, hopefully we'll come away with a nice war recap where we absolutely destroy the competition next time. But until then, have fun and keep clashing, and we'll see you next time.